Welcome to Copper News 24. I'm Majuko Helen, and these are the trending stories in Nigeria. Firstly, the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project has dragged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu before the Federal High Court in Lagos for failing to order the probe of 57 billion naira allegedly stolen from the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation in 2021. SIRAP is specifically asking the court to compel Tinubu to direct the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, to work with the appropriate anti-corruption agencies to promptly investigate the alleged missing funds. SIRAP also stated that the allegations indicate a serious breach of public trust, contravening the 1999 Constitution as amended, the country's anti-corruption laws, and international anti-corruption obligations. Meanwhile, as part of the efforts to stop the commodification of new naira notes, the Central Bank of Nigeria has announced that it will impose a fine of 150 million naira per branch on deposit money banks found guilty of facilitating the illegal flow of mint naira note to currency hawkers. Under the new directive, any branch or financial institution found culpable will face a penalty of 150 million naira for the first violation. Subsequent infractions, the CBN warned, would attract stricter sanctions under the provisions of the Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act 2020. The Apex Bank disclosed this in a circular issued on Saturday, which was signed by the acting director of the Currency Operations Department, Mohammed Olayemi. Moving on, Yoruba Nation activist Chief Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday Igboho, has called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to caution Vice President Kashim Shettima over what he described as unwarranted verbal attacks on Kemi Badenoch, leader of the British Conservative Party. Igboho's statements released on Sunday, December 15th, followed reports of Shettima's criticism of Badenoch. The British politician recently commented on corruption in Nigeria while affirming her Yoruba heritage and distancing herself from northern Nigeria. In the statement personally signed by him, Igboho urged Shettima to focus on Nigerians' pressing issues instead of engaging in disputes. Let's take a look at the trending global stories for today. The national election in Bangladesh could take place by the end of 2025, interim government leader Mohammed Yunus announced on Monday. Integrate on the completion of necessary electoral reforms. Yunus, Bangladesh only Nobel laureate, has led the interim government since August following the resignation of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, who fled to India amid mass protests. The opposition, including the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, one of the nation's two dominant political forces, alongside the Awami League, has been vocal in demanding elections as soon as possible. Let's keep it real with the South Korea's Institutional Court as it launched trial proceedings to determine the fate of President Yeol, who has been impeached last Saturday after declaring martial law, a decision that plunged the nation into political chaos. The impeachment motion passed amidst widespread protest demanding Yeol's resignation marks a pivotal moment in the country's political history. The court now has 6 months to decide whether to uphold the impeachment and permanently remove Yoon from office or to reinstate him. In conclusion, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump announced on Saturday that he has elected Richard Grenell, his former intelligence chief, as the presidential convoy for special missions. Grenell, a seasoned diplomat and Trump royalist, is expected to lead U.S. engagement in some of the world's most contentious regions, including North Korea, Venezuela, and Balkans. Grenell has an extensive history of high-level diplomatic roles during Trump's previous term in office, 2017 to 2021. He served as U.S. ambassador to Germany, special envoy to Serbia and Kosovo, peace negotiation, and acting director of national intelligence. And that will be all for today's trending story in Nigeria and beyond. I hope you enjoyed watching. Stay informed, stay ahead, and stay tuned.